Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be a reading on clairvoyance and clairvoyant energy in regards to what's going on in your life now. So if you're needing more clarity and you're needing to see what's going on behind the shadows, or even if you feel like there's stuff going on that you just don't understand, in relation to spiritual energy or spirits, maybe even ghosts for some of you guys, or hosts. Okay, this is going to be the reading for you, and maybe just for things that you just need to see overall in your life to give you more clarity in regards to things going on around you, with you, or even what's hidden. Okay, so let's see what's going on, my lovelies. Let's get into the reading. So what's going on, clairvoyant, for everybody? It says this energy doesn't want to be seen and there is something hidden, obviously. It doesn't say that people are going to come out of the hiding spaces that there are, or even lurking, because there's a lurking energy. And it says reading into that is not easy either, even if you tried. But it says, warning, someone's pulling your mindset away from it to try and bother you and see how the situation can unfold in your favor sometimes, but not in your favor majority of the time. And warning, if a person is doing spells or rituals on you in their house, mind you, in a cupboard space, then it could be what's there that's bothering you. It says all this time you never knew that a neighbor was putting spells on you in her business. She says she knows she's got good news and bad news, as a spell could be brewing and making you feel like troubled energy is with you. It says karma is with this woman, as she doesn't know what's going on in her cupboard space more than usual. So she will have problems in the year ahead, but not now. And it says, if you feel any tugs or pulls or shifts in your brain, maybe even problems with your mind telling you that ghosts are there, maybe even used as a weapon to beat other people or bring in luck and magical energy to certain people's homes, their yard, their family, their figures, their love life, their marriage, anything that could be of any use to them to have good news, and you are used as a battlefield for them. It says, warning, they will suffer in the end. Try to warn yourself this, because karma is with them right now as we speak. It says, even though you don't see me doing spells on you, ideally the person doing spells on you, okay, it says, no one knows why I am probably going to give myself bad luck anyway. Okay, this is what the person thinks and believes. And it doesn't say it stops there. It says, all this time you never knew that I was troubled in the mind until you saw me troubled in the mind. Okay, well, at the end of the day, if you're troubled in the mind, you're troubled in the mind for whoever that person is. Okay, it says, I'm warning you, never come to me and speak to me about the troubles I have in my mind, or maybe even tell me off for things that I'm doing to harm you. This is where this person thinks you're a fool. Okay, this person thinks you're stupid, and you shouldn't tell them nothing, because they're entitled to every piece of optional energy that they can get their hands on in a way that it troubles you. Okay, and also they feel like they're entitled, invincible, and can fly and give themselves good news with whatever it is that they are reaping and sowing, and using your blood, your energy, your veins, your mind, your essence, your well-being, your everything, to get what they want in their personal and in their private life. Okay, and as a Scorpio native, for some of you, it says, warning, if you are riddled in your head about why, this person knows why they could use you more than anything, and they do dark arts and rituals and dark magic and dark spells and dark nonsense, because this person doesn't believe everything is working in their favor. But it says, warning, if you ever saw what I was going through, you would kill yourself, because I'd make sure you died. And this is your energy that wants to know these people could pass away physically, or just pass out of their heads about the problems. Ideally, Scorpio wants this to happen. Native Cancerian wants this to happen. Idle, evil, spirited people, naturally, whoever they are, okay, want this to happen. It doesn't matter what star sign. And it does say some of you guys are deeply connected to the water or the water sign realms and want it to happen, because you are passing out of your mind too regularly about the things that are going on around you. Like, you keep informing people or talking to people about it, and you are tired. Okay, it says naturally you will be tired, and you wouldn't understand how deep the situation is if you went through the problems in a way that you didn't know how to talk or speak about it. It's like it would happen to you that you have good news or not. It's like, all right, I know I've got good news today, but I've got bad news tomorrow. But it says, try and trouble the people that are really going through something. Because, warning, for those of you that are speaking in that way, or feel like someone here is just talking nonsense, there's a lot of lies in your mouth and in your tongue. Because you will never understand this person's struggles the way they have struggles. You'll just think, oh, it's another day and I'm going for another dollar. Yeah? It's nothing to do with no simple arts, no simple things where you feel a little weird feeling and then it just, it just passes. It's nothing to do with that. So whoever downplays your mindset or things that you're going through and doesn't want to care, like, let alone understand, they just don't want to give a shit, excuse my language, they will suffer. It says all this time people will suffer in their heads for thinking that they had ideally given themselves good news over your soul. Okay, no one's going to come to your soul again in the next week or two to have good news anyway, because the time has come for them to get their comments. It's like your spirit can't take it no more. It's like, why me, why me, why me? It says no one's going to allow this person to have good news. They've got to suffer, and when they got to suffer, they've got to suffer every day of their life. The demons that have come to your mindset and hardened itself around you and your body and your blood and your spirit as a legal water sign energy, to many people feeling like Scorpio energy is a problem, or maybe even Sagittarius is a problem, or maybe even legal star signs like Venom in Pisces could be a problem. Libra also is there, but wants to know that they could speak less about themselves for whatever reason, or karma. It says no one knows why problematic Pisces could bring about the problem so badly as well. It says evil spirits in a child could bring that out of someone. Okay, and it says warning, even if you don't know it, a child around you could be disabled or Down syndrome or have mental health, and it can bring a demon out of a problematic situation in a person that doesn't know that they had problems to begin with. Like their bloodline is rich with the problem and gave it to the child. Ideally, it's the child's parent. And it says, warning, even if this person has problems, why take it out on a neighbor, a friend, a frenemy, or even just someone passing on the street, or maybe even people that come to post the mail, or maybe even people that are just warned that this person's got problems, even in the schools, or even locally, like nearby, like neighbors that are down the road, or family members even. It says sometimes people witness these things through this person and don't want to say nothing or don't want to do nothing, but it says warning, don't say anything. Why? Because this person's putting spells on the other people. And it says it's a warning sign for bloodline magic to stop picking on other people, because there is bloodline magic that keeps running through the veins of a person to harm them. Okay, bloodline magic. Now this is an omen, and it doesn't say there's a demon there, but there's an omen. Okay, so we're gonna do some readings in relation to omens, bloodline magic. And it says no one knows why this person is coming to you and making you feel like you have to go through problems. Okay, so it says no one knows why. Okay, why this person feels like they have to force themselves to give you a problem. All right, because it's like the person is forcing a problem on you, and they don't know why they're even forcing it on you. But it says only you and your God will know. But it says no, this person does not know what the hell is going on. So how dare you turn around and say this person should know through their God when their God does not serve your God? Okay, whoever your God is, or whatever spiritual being or creature that is. Okay, because no one understands why this person is bullied. Ideally you, or maybe it could be someone else that is being bullied. All right, it doesn't say that we're gonna teach you how to be nasty to whoever, because you naturally have to learn in yourself how to treat others in a way that suits you, whether good or bad. Okay, so the burden is going to be there for you sometimes to see how you can move past it, but it says you will warn yourself not to speak about the person again in your mindset if you can. And it says only because the witness protection in their head is going to see good ideas or bad ideas. But it says, warning, what witness protection is that? Because everybody has a systematic value of witness protection. So who is their witness protection and why their witness protection is bothering you? Okay, these are the things that we have to look into, witness protection as well. Okay, it doesn't say why. It doesn't say why they have to speak in the words or the tongues that you use, but it does say why you have to speak in the words that they use if you wanted to see what tongues it was. Okay, so we're going to just write that down so that we know what to read and give you as information, and when you want to know deeper information about this. Okay, so all right. So anyway, it says not now, but later on this year or this week, you could have problems with a friend or a family member being nasty to you. Okay, not really a friend, but it says only if you feel like the friend or the friend could be nasty to you, and it doesn't say you have anyone that you feel like could be nasty to you. Okay, why does it say this? It says warning, someone's putting bloodline magic and rituals on you to pass your test when it comes to vehicles, as well as bad news when it comes to a friend. So at this time, there could be two rituals going at once, okay? Where someone's trying to put rituals on you so you can pass a test, a driving test, okay? And also rituals where you can banish the evil from your mind in relation to them, because they send you good news and bad news. Warning, it's like they need you as a come up, okay, to things. It's like their spirit needs you as a come up to things, and after they've given themselves good news, they give you money blessings or blessings in your mind to participate in warning signs that you'll have good news, but war is there again. So it's like this person blesses you and curses you for no apparent reason other than the fact that they want war with themselves for being nasty to you, and their reason is because they need a come up. Okay, they can't get a come up through enemy energy being nasty to you constantly all the time. They realize that they've got enemy energy in them. They are nasty to you a lot of the time. In fact, all the time. If they know they are nasty constantly every day, they are nasty every day. But they're warned in their head to give you a blessing after they've cursed you. And it says it doesn't work like that in your favor. It can't. It's like the two cannot come about. It's like you don't wish for one hand to bless you and another hand to curse you on the same person. You don't ask for that spirit. Your spirit doesn't allow you to align with those energies. It's like you can't even allow the person to dismiss any type of evil that they've done to you with a blessing on one hand and a curse on the other. It's like, you know something, I'm working with you in the devil's realm. Okay, I'm going to give you this blessing, but you have to expect a curse at the end of the day. Okay, it says this person is working in the devil's realm so much to the point their head will bust. Their head will bust. Okay, sex life is not going to be easy for you at all with this person. Why? They've been cursing your love life, making sure that you don't get a man, you don't get a woman, you don't get anybody. For some of you guys, this person believes you're a lesbian, or that you could be a lesbian, or that you're warned to be a lesbian, or that you don't get good news in your love life anyway. Okay, it says this person doesn't know where they're going with their curses and their spells, because the time has come for them to see when the person is never going to get good news in their life with any grandchildren of a person that they have to care for 24/7. Okay, maybe even in their life, if they feel like they have a child that is not gonna have children because the child is disabled, or they've got mental health, or they're just normal, like they ain't got problems. Okay, it says either way, karma comes to you all with this problem again, because this person takes out their venom on you. Whatever they go through in their personal life, they take it out on you. And even if you're not a Scorpio, you could be a witchcraft woman, or in their opinion, a witchcraft woman or man. It says this person doesn't believe that you have rituals set up for them. But it says, warning, if you do you know that I could do them 10 times worse than you? But it says this person doesn't believe that you could ever harm them. However, it says naturally they harm themselves. That's why it doesn't work out, because naturally this person is harmed. Okay, so it says whatever goes through their mindset on a daily basis to get harm doesn't really give them that much harm. It may harm them for 2 minutes, maybe a day or two, but it doesn't harm them all the time. It says if you're backfiring on them in some type of way, they may stop doing certain things and feel like they have to get away with it again one day later, or 2 days later, or a week later, or 4 days later, or a month later, maybe even a year later for some of you, not everybody, because this goes on and on. It says a lot of them keep punishing their minds to hurt you. Like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to harm you? It says, do you know the witchcraft that they use on you constantly doesn't cease to amaze you? However, it does never cease to amaze anybody. It says it will warn you to banish all evil, banish all rituals, banish all witchcraft, banish all tarot reading cards that you have, banish all stones and runes and potions and lotions, whatever it is that you have. It says to banish any evil that you have. Every type of riddle that you have, it says to banish it. Why? Because she says, okay, for some of you it's a he, but she says anything that you have in your life to punish her, she's got something 10 times worse, and that's her mental health giving her good news. She says, I warn you, if I know that anything is coming, my mind says I'm strong enough to deal with it. It says, warning, if you're strong enough to deal with it, why don't you change to behave yourself and be good to your neighbor? Ideally, love thy neighbor. Why would you not just love thy neighbor instead of karmically giving them pain? Every time they backlash on you, you backlash on them. However, you start the problem first. You've been on this journey forever. Yeah, the warning signs is that this wicked woman or man has been on this journey forever. It says no, this person hasn't been on this journey forever. It's been warning signs when you moved around them, or you had located them, or you were in their existence, or you was in their mind. Ideally, the first time you laid eyes on their mindset, or in their face, or through karmic value systems of their own, because they could have prayed for you to come about. So how is it your fault? You asked for me. Ideally, you asked for the person to come to you. Yeah, this is the person that's negative, evil spirited, wishing that you would come through, wishing that you would be there. Yeah, for however long or wherever it would have been in their minds, they were wishing for you. Why? Because the dirty dirt bag, evil witness protection mind says, I know I need a spirit to cast a spell on so that I can get my comments. Now, doesn't that sound like folk magic? Folk magic. It says it's a folk magic spell that doesn't make you laugh at yourself, okay? It makes you warn yourself that you are made to be used for karma. Okay, it says, why would this person want to use folk magic on you? To believe that they have spells to give your mindset to harm you. Every day, this woman wishes that the friggin' baby daddy of the disabled child or whoever would come to their rescue to help them with this folk magic. But this mindset of his does not want to play into it. However, he does his own liberty taking magic, which is folk magic too. And he doesn't know she does it, and she does it, and both of them do it, but don't want to tell each other. This is the laughing way of looking at things in the days and the weeks ahead, if she ever knew that she was doing folklore magic, okay? Folklore magic. And it doesn't say how she does it in her head more than how she would like to do things more, all right? Because it says why the magic is working so well is because it's folklore magic. It's like it twists and turns your head. It makes you pull out of your mental health and deal with snakes and seeds of problems of people's, ideally ghosts are there, spirits are there, and burdens are there for you. It says any type of folklore magic is deemed necessary for her head to communicate with the dead. It communicates with dead spirits. It can see the dead, okay? And it doesn't say why. Okay. It doesn't say why. It says, why does she do it? Because she knows it can work in her favor. Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing some things down for the next reading. Okay. Now it doesn't say why um you all have to do things. And why you have to do things in a way that it's going to be done to you, because it ain't going to be done to you. It says if the woman uses a child around her, ideally her own child or someone else's child, it could be your child, someone else's child, it's because it's working in her favor to use the folklore magic on them to witchcraft you. Okay. Okay. It doesn't say she can get out of the spells that she's doing either. She may ask to renounce the spell. Ideally, don't want you to see what's going on as she pulls herself out of the body of the evil person that she's monitoring. All right? She's a monitoring warlock. Okay? Now, she may see herself as a problematic society member. Ideally, if she was to live amongst people too long, she would have to come away from the mind of doing that, or maybe even show who she is, or show smoke underneath people's arse. Ideally, if there was people that she knows that she's close to, she can't be too close to them, even her own child or children, or even her own, baby father, maybe a husband, but it's hard for her to look at a husband in that way because of the folklore magic. Okay. Now, the witness protection that she's given herself to laugh at people and make fun of them. It says it doesn't work in her favor. She'll have to perish and laugh at herself one day. See herself in a dead mood. Like, try to warn herself that people are going to suffocate in her mind one day. Because whining and dining in her mind is not ever going to come into the existence of her fanny hole. Ideally, no man is going to want to take her seriously or take her out with the type of mental health that she has. She realized that with the man that she's got as well. He's just good for nothing. He's not anything more than a fuck. Okay. And it doesn't say that she likes that, but she has to deal with a man like that to get over the problems that she has mentally. It doesn't serve her in the kingdom of God. It doesn't serve her loyalty in the Lord. It doesn't serve her overall with her belly being big, or even her mindset saying, you know something, I am going to give myself good news, because I can warn myself I'm going to give myself good news. Okay? Because right now, I feel like in my mindset, okay, is what she says to herself. Don't speak about my mind to anybody else. Like, she doesn't want people to speak about her mind to no one else. She'd rather her mindset be nasty, evil, vindictive, quiet, and laughed at through prayer and solitude. Okay, because she has to see when the spirit is going to tame her mind to be good to herself. It doesn't say that she always has to be good to herself, but she's going to be good to herself sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And then when she realized she's got to have good news to herself sometimes, it says no one knows why people pick on people. It's like you've got to go into solitude sometimes and be quiet and evil to yourself to come out and be nasty to someone else, and then you realize you have to go back into your mindset about why you did it, but then you still do it all the time, and then you don't know why you did it, and then you laugh at why you did it most of the time more than you're sad about why you did it, but then you did it and you can't complain about why you did it. You just keep doing it, and then you laugh at it, and then you make fun of it, and then you mindfully speak about the person, giving them blessings, because you know something, your wicked spirit is trying to warn you that you're not happy somewhere in life with all the curses Ideally, blessings in your opinion, because you can use curses as a way to say, I've got a blessing for myself, but then give the person a curse and say, oh, well, I'll laugh at them. Okay? But it says, warning, she knows when people's spirit is hurting. She knows because her dark spirit wants to know it is hurting. Her dark spirit wants people to suffer. It wants people to pay attention to her. Ideally, look at me, look at me, look at me. She is a warlock spirit in the look at me committee. Choose me to look at me, look at me, attention whore. Okay. And it doesn't say that she likes herself like that, but she has to be like that. It's like her only issue is that she can't understand why she is speaking so bad about you in her head, and then wanting you to look at her at the same time too. Like, look at me, watch me, look at what I'm doing, look at my head, look at me, look at me, look at me. Hence why she plays with door locks anytime you walk past the house. Maybe even you're not walking past the house, but she needs attention in some way from something. Even if it's the ghost behind the door, honey. She needs to play with the door locks. Like, she literally fiddles with these door locks constantly, all day in her head. Look at me, look at me. I want to know who's there. Like, she's looking into realms in her head. Like, different dimensions are following this woman's head or this man. And she's playing with the door locks, the door locks to see who's going to come through. Like, it could be a passageway in her head where she feels like some type of evil spirit is going to come through. And it says no one knows why this woman does this more than her child. She sees her child doing it too, sometimes now more than when the child was young. And it's a laughing matter for this woman. Now she realized the child's got mental health like her. She can't get out of the spell or even the systematic warlock in her veins. Okay, it says no one knows who this woman is in the family, because this woman is a liar to her mind about why she's doing these things. She was presented spells when she was evil to her mind one day in her little adolescent self. She practiced witchcraft by herself in her room. She looked at spells online in her mind as an adult. And she also looked at spells in her head through her bloodline parents who was practicing witchcraft in their minds when they were young. Okay, they have witchcraft in their bloodline. It's a bloodline ritual. Okay, it says no one knows why they've chosen you to see problems with more than why they would want things and can't get them. Ideally, if you live above her or below her or around her, very close to, approximately very, very close. It says, why the hell are you used though? There's more than one reason why. Some of you guys live in her house. Ideally, if you're sharing a two bedroom house and you're living in one room and she's living in another, and a landlord has given you the option of shared accommodation in that way. Ideally, you live in the same building as her. Even it could be an upstairs downstairs complex where it's a house converted flat, but you share one portion of that house and she shares another, or he shares another. Okay, or the room, so to speak, like you're renting a room. It says you do know nothing about the mental health side of things is what she wants you to know, but it says you know everything. It's like, well, hello, why the friggin' hell are you trying to get me to move out my own house because you feel like you owe yourself the whole building? This person does rituals and spells on you to get out the house. This person does moaning and groaning in their head to get you to leave the building, or even wanting to know that you are harmed, sick, hurt, in pain, to suffer and get you out of the home. It says, laugh if you felt every demon come to you in sickness. Laugh if you felt every spell come to you in bad news. Laugh if you don't want to laugh because it's not funny, but at the same time, you fucking have to laugh because you know now what it is. It says folklore evil magic is something that she does. And why folklore magic? Because the brain tumor in her head is telling her what the hell it is that's going on in her head. Brain tumor energy as well is there with folklore magic, and it says it's narcissism in witchcraft men that do this too, and they also know who they are. Okay, some people that don't know who you are, ideally working with your mindset and pushing you down the wrong road with their folklore magic, it's going to harm you with witchcraft magic too. Yeah, because the two are different. It's not the same as witchcraft magic and folklore magic. They're not the same type of magic. One is very dangerous compared to the other. Witchcraft magic is more so leaving your mind to wonder why we have warned people to look at hags. You know, those old witches on the broomstick, not necessarily knowing how to use the broomstick to fly unless they've got telekinesis or folklore magic attached to them. Okay, because folklore magic is very much telekinesis magic as well. Okay, but it says it's not going to be easy to solve overnight with the mindset of yours knowing how to do these things, um um without um without a broomstick, or not necessarily a broomstick. Okay, um more so the mindset of a female or male that knows how to tell you everything, because you wouldn't know unless you've done some research. Maybe go and Google it, research it, read it, maybe look at some videos of peoples that know about this stuff, like deep seated issues of people that know about folklore magic. Okay, looking at ways people shift and move. Okay, it says karma comes like this because not everybody's going to open up and tell you, you know, what's going on. Some people are going to keep it hidden to the day they die. Okay, but it says um only those that know. Okay, and it says warning: if you see a pigeon fly across your house on Monday, there's a warning for people to see where it's going and why, because it says no one knows why this person is bullying you so much to the point that a man could come to you and speak to you directly in your face, because he's got karma with this as well, the folklore magic. He's using bad witchcraft to jump into your spirit, okay, and come in and out of your spirit. At times he walks into your room, he's there in your room now. Some of you, he's like at the doorway, or maybe even in the passage. Some of you, he's in your children's rooms, in their dreams regularly, in their beds, in their mindsets, holding on to you. Sometimes he can feel your energy field, or even touching your leg, your arm. He's there right now in your mindset for some of you. And it says warning: if he takes your head and moves it or shifts it in any way, he's got karma today with that, because he's not allowed to burden you with his problems. And he does speak of things that he wants to do with his mental health, like shifting and changing the way he looks at things, because he's got bad news to give you at times with the way you are as a person, or even just laughing at you smoking or drinking, or maybe even giving yourself weed if you smoked in the past, or if you smoke now, or maybe even just laughing at you for no reason and touching your mind, touching your head, pulling on you, troubling you in your private areas for some of you, making you feel like you have to have sex with him mentally or physically, spiritually, or murdering your mindset to understand why he's murdered in his head about these things. And it says karma comes to him like this because he jumps in and out of your spirit through his mind. He does it through folklore magic. He doesn't do it in a trance like state, the way you might think, oh yeah, I bet he's going into a trance and he's coming to me in his mind every time he goes into a trance. He doesn't necessarily need to do that. He just wants himself to go into the folklore cupboards of his mind, wherever that room is, okay, and jump in and out of a doorway. It's like there's a spiritual doorway. To open up this doorway, you need the keys. And it says the keys to your essence can do this if you want to, even as adults or children. Like anyone can do this. But it says, why do these people do this to get to your soul? Why is this man bothering you to get to your soul, and why doing it to you? You could have asked yourself this 10 times a year, maybe even more. Okay, laughing at the situation is never funny, because this person thinks, well, bloody hell, you're going to laugh when you find out why I'm doing that to you. It says it's not even funny at all. However, it says karma comes to the person because they never knew that you had problems so badly with whatever it is that you're going through. And you would never want to know that you've got problems like that anyway, because karma comes to this person again and again and again and again. For whatever it is that they keep seeing themselves do to you, they do to themselves as well, through rituals of other people's spells, doing it to them. And it says, you know something, this man doesn't know where to go with the mindset that he has. It's a type of mind that will jump in and out of spirits and give himself reference that karma's coming to him again through other people's spirits that do it to him when he's asked for their spirits to do it to him, so he can see where he's going with them. It's like it's an attitude versus passionate reality. Like, I want to know where they would want me to go in my spirit so I can help them, or so I can help myself feel like karmic measures could come about and trouble my mind to smoke, drink, or even see what it's like without really doing it. It's like, like you want to test something or test drive something before you do it. So you jump into someone else's soul that's doing it already and then come back out of it. It says karma comes to this person like this because he knows how to shift you, change you, move you, push you, shove you, and do all kind of things inside your body and in your mind like this. And it says karma comes to him like this as well, because headaches come to you, but headaches come to him. Headaches come to his mindset all the time, pumping on his veins, okay, like he's going to shift or pass out. Things that you're not allowed to enter in God's way of being can come to the light. Ideally, in Satan's realm, this happens more than anybody else. He could be a Capricorn, okay? Ideally, Capricorn energy has this power. Capricorns know how to do this. Even if they don't know how to do it, they have the abilities to do it. Hence why Scorpio's like, why are you using my spirit to pass through? Okay? It doesn't say why this person it doesn't say why this person feels like they have to do it to you. It's like they sporadically do it because they feel like they're entitled to use you. Okay? No one knows why this person feels like they're entitled to use you, or why they feel like they have to use you, or why you feel like you have to come to them with any type of nonsense in your head. Because the truth is, they don't have to come to you with nothing. And they don't have to come to you with anything. In your opinion or in theirs. This is how they play it. They downplay it in their mind. It's never going to work in your favor to find out why. This person's going to always play you to find out why they want to be in your mindset in the first place. And there's always a reason behind a reason. So if there is a reason, please let whoever know. Please let the person even reading this right now know, so I can tell the public what's going on. Okay? Because everybody needs to know what's going on with them in their own special situations or their own different situations. It says karma comes to them all the time like this because they don't want to show themselves, but they don't want to seek the attention of people that know that they're going through certain things either. And it says trying to warn yourself that there is good news and bad news through situations doesn't come easy, because karma always comes to certain people in their minds, not really seeing how to gratify the energies, okay? How to build upon this trust, how to build upon love, how to build upon people that love you even, okay? Where does it go wrong for some of you guys at times? How, okay? And not only that, why does it happen all the time? Why does this person feel like they have to use you? So it's like, where's this person going wrong? And why do they feel like bad news can come to them sometimes? Because they don't have to use you for anything. And they're warned in their spirit that they don't have to use you for anything time and time again. It's just they will look for things to do in your spirit and try to blame you and curse you and riddle you and pick on you for no reason, even though they shouldn't be doing that. Why? Because they're probably looking for answers through a friend. The truth is, the friend of a friend doesn't need to come to you at all. Why? Because this person doesn't need to see you or look at you at all. In fact, this person is using you to get to a parent or a family member around you, or maybe even a friend or a nursing type of facility. Ideally, even a nursing home or some type of place that they go to follow themselves. Like if they was to go to jail, or, this person's following you based on the fact that this man has problems. There's a man that he knows or she knows that has problems. Okay, it could be a person that has problems, men or women, or man or woman. Okay, and this person's being stalked, trolled, and now you've got to be trolled too based on this person being trolled, because this person has to be followed every day of their life with this person in their company, in their mindset, or with whoever it is that they've got to see, be with. because this person says, I don't want to tell you all my business, but it says, warning, you better tell me your business before I get mad. Ideally, this man knows that you're going to get mad if you don't hear what's going on with this person, because they're trolling you. After all, they're trolling this person, but it says, why would you want to use your evil folklore magic on me through this person when you're being trolled to troll me? Ideally, it doesn't say that it's trolling anyone else but you. This is where it keeps going wrong for you and a family member that lives around them or lives around you that they want to know about. They keep wanting to know you. And it's like, why do you keep wanting to know me? Can you answer the frigging question? You know? Ideally, you lot are going to be frustrated and think, well, what the hell is going on? Why do you want me to get involved with your problems? So this person says, I don't know what it is about you, but I fancy you. I like you. And I want to be your friend. But what if you don't want to be this person's friend? Lord have mercy. Ooh, this rang a bell. you ever had someone that wants to be your friend and you don't want to be their friend? It's like, it's not based on people that you're trying to be friends with and you just taking your time to see if you can build a friendship. That's different, right? But after you've told people now, or a person, look, me and you can't be friends. So if it's like your friend doesn't want to know this friend, or you don't like knowing another person's friend, it's not going to work out. Yeah? Or even if you just don't want to know a person, full stop, like you just made it clear to them, look, I don't want to know you. You know, you may not even see them again. You may not speak to them. You may not even come to them for whatever reason. You may not want to know them. You just don't have the spiritual energy inside you to want to know a particular person. Do you know what I mean? You know, like even for some people, like you could say, all right, I want to be your friend. And then you decide, all right, well, if they show me that they're not really interested in being my friend, then I'm going to walk away. If they don't contact me or try to share their energy with me on a daily or weekly basis or on a monthly basis or once in a while, you know this person's not really into you. Do you see what I'm saying? And they walk away, or you just get on with your life. You just get on with your own thing. People just do what they want to do and move on. They don't try to harm people or look at people, okay? But it says try to judge yourself sometimes, because sometimes people do come back and start their nonsense. They will come back once in a while and start their nonsense with their mental health or things that they've got going on in their personal or their private life, okay? But it says right now in your spirit, you've seen people that are coming into your life, begging your friendship, can't get it, and then they start doing riddles of witchcraft on you or murder their minds to stalk you, troll you, bother you, and in the worstest ways, or they just don't know how to stop bugging you, okay? Following you around and bugging you or trying to get in there with you however deems necessary to try and warn themselves to be in your presence somehow, or to gain life from you in some way, like maybe to help them or to get helped or to get support or whatever it is that they mean necessary to get what they want to get from you because they can't leave you alone. Okay? It doesn't say why these people are like this, but it says, warning, if Capricorn is there, the witchcraft is there, demons could be there. It says, warning, if you're just troubled in your head and you don't know where to go and you need a friend and this friend seems like the best option, or you feel like this person has the best answers, or this person has the best anything to give you, and you just don't know how to let go of their spirit. It says karma's with you and your bloodline. You've got things in your bloodline that are warning you to trouble a spirit. Trouble another person's spirit, or that particular person's spirit that you keep trolling, following, and murmuring to yourself, I'm obsessed. I have to have this person. I have to have this person. I have to have this person. This person is mine. This person is mine. I have to deal with this person. I have to deal with this person. I have to deal with this person. I'm going to murk this person. I'm going to murk this person. I'm going to harm this person. That's how psychos. Yeah? Psychedelic. Psychos. Yeah? Mental health. Warning, mental health disorders. All these kind of crazy energies that are haunted energy by their own sins, but by their own measure, or by their own bloodline rituals and demons and dragons and warlock energy that have been on them, monitoring spirits that have been on them, trying to F you up. It's just karma comes to these people, because why do you have to put up with such demons and riddles and curses from people's bloodline energy? What the hell is going on? Why is it mermaid energy comes into this now as well, after we've just done a reading on mermaid energy, absolutely given us absolute ideas of what mermaid energy could be, but it's absolutely folklore magic that comes out of the mermaid energy as well. So it says no one knows why people are judging you right now on this mermaid energy. Because if it is that there's mermaid energy there, like spiritual energy would have told you, Mammy Water's there. It says, I know that I'm not going to speak about this again to you. And it does say there's a woman that knows about this too well through her bloodline, which is Mammy Water or water magic, because she's seen a mermaid when she was younger. Hence why she's troubling her mind to find out why she saw this mermaid, or even why she needed to see it in a way that she demonized her mind, because no one does that. Okay, and even if they do, that's their business, but it's mostly personal. It's not because, oh, I saw a mermaid. If you saw a mermaid in real life, now you got to turn around and be a demon. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, scientists are not necessarily doing that. Okay, people that go out their way to go and seek these creatures on purpose. Okay, people that stand there and watch the ocean for days and weeks and months and years and have a camera set up to see if they can find them or see them, or go deep sea diving even to go and look for them and find out, wow, I found one. You know what I mean? Or maybe even stay on their boat or their ship just to sea watch. Okay, and then they find one. Nobody friggin' does that in that capacity and says, okay, yeah, now I'm going to witchcraft you with what I saw. Nah, there's certain people that are just mad. And when you keep showing them they're mad, they keep showing you how crazy you are, because it's like they don't want to be seen as mad to harm themselves and tell themselves that they are mad. So they turn it back around on you and pretend that you're mad through the things that they're going to do to you to make you feel mad, ideally get mad, or want to fight them or curse them or have drama with them. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they're the ones that started the drama first, but you had to call out their name as, you're mad. You're crazy. You're ignorant. You're stubborn. You're warned as a narcissist. This, that, blah, 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 whatever it is that you curse them with. Okay? You're crazy. You're mad. You're evil. You're this. You're that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? They've studied all the different words that could come to people's head because they get it all the time. But they warn themselves never to show who they are in a way that they're going to speak of it and say, yeah, you know what? I am mad. And what? You know what? I am crazy. And what? They're never going to come to you and say that. They're always going to laugh it off behind you and say, yeah, you think I'm mad, yeah? Yeah, you think I'm mad? All right, I'm going to show you mad. And then come to you and do something to you again to make you feel like you have to curse them all over again. It says karma comes to you like this if you keep cursing them to their face anyway, because these people don't learn their lesson to stop. They keep going on and on and on and find other things to mash you up with, or want to know they can mash you up with it, or try to demonize their heads around you more and more and more, ideally looking at you between the shadows and the evil eye and the mental health coming back to get you, or karma following you because they're cursing you, putting spells on you, riddling you, witchcrafting you, and then warning you that they've got to cast a spell of some good at some point because it doesn't feel like it feels so nice, because they do feel pain like other people and they do get cursed like other people, but they want themselves to hide that. It's like, I'm not going to show you when I'm down and depressed. I'm not going to show you when someone cast me down and I felt it. I'm not going to show you when karma came to me in a bad way. Yeah, this is how some of these people get karma. But they don't want to know that you know it happened. They don't want to be seen in that way. So they come back with guns blazing like Scorpio energy in the rising sign of Phoenix coming to get you. And it doesn't say Scorpio necessarily is, mad. Because there is some Scorpios that are mad and there's some of them that are not. Okay, but it does say energy fields around that energy could speak volumes about why the person is like that. Because these people can rise again so fast and come for you with a bad mood or a bad spirit, warning them to F you up. Yeah? Scorpios will never win in that way. Ideally, people always thinking that it's a Scorpio that did harm to you. And it's not a Scorpio. It's the bad side of Libra's energy, which is, I know I can get justice for anything that I'm going through. Okay, I'm invincible. I can get justice on anything. This is where bad man is bad man. And they feel like they're invincible. They go out and they kill somebody and they think, yeah, I can rise again. Go on, tell me that I'm down and depressed because I got caught. Yeah, and someone locked me up and then I come out like a bad man if they let them out, yeah? Or they just got away with it, but they felt down for a little while because people are looking for them. Everyone's cursing, everyone's getting mad, everyone's rallying around, and they feel the spiritual attack and the turmoil and everything going on in them, and they still try to affirm it in their energy. Yeah, I'm a bad man. I don't care. Whatever it is, okay? Go through in their heads. All right? And then they have to digest that energy after a little time of laying low and it's past, people are quiet again. And then they come out like, yeah, I'm bad. What? Because they never ever learnt their lesson. They never ever stop being bad. They don't know how to pertain to being good. They don't know how to change their mindset and become good again. They will never know the answer to the problem. They'll never. So they get karma like this through Scorpio's energy, which is, I know I need to change. This is why Scorpio energy really comes into it. I know I need to change, but I'm not. Now, as for Scorpio, these Scorpios know how to change and transform. Majority of them know how to come out and be good, even if they have other areas of life that they're bad or know how to do bad. They've got many, many different lives like a cat to come back and solve their problems because they're actually changers. Not everybody in the zodiac knows how to change like a Scorpio. Scorpio will know how to change and come back and give you good news. In fact, informer, sometimes they don't want to change, but it depends on the situation. Okay? But majority of the time, they know how to fix up and snap back and come correct. But not everybody in the zodiac knows how. So they're warned to do this through Scorpio, Pisces, and Libra, sometimes Cancerian, but Libra, Pisces, and Scorpio. But it does say you will witness these things again. So it is like a warning sign to not come back to a situation again. But it says karma with someone right now as they speak tongues into your head with a witness protection family member of the person doing spells on you through folklore, any one of them. There is someone in their ideal witness protection energy that's helping them go through bad news right now. It says burdens is with this person. They don't know how to come back and give you good news. They don't know how to solve the problem with you and the person that lives below you, underneath you, or above you that's doing the spells, or even around you for some of you guys, but that person's not speaking. The one that's around you, but they don't live near you, they're not speaking in their witness protection energy. Ideally, folklore is there, yes, but not witness protection energy, okay? So it says karma comes to this person right now, even if they don't know it. Like, they will see that they're going to get bad news. And the warning signs are there for them. Evil ancestor, because I hear that there's an ancestor. Some of you guys it's a grandma, some of you guys it's a mum, some of you guys it's a father figure like a dad or a stepdad. Some of you guys there's an evil spirited witchcrafted sister, okay, or a fake one, like she's a fake sister, like someone trying to push their bloodline on you to pretend that you have a sibling in their family, okay. And it says warning, if you ever think me and your daughter are siblings, you're mad. Because this person feels like they could do that to you through karma, okay? Through things that they've got going on in their head. You don't always have to troll them rooms to see why. Hence why we said, you know something? Let these people go through their crevices, yeah? These cracks in the walls, these doors that they want to open or are open for them to walk through, like demon realms, okay? To see things, shake things, do things, and murder their head around things. Because it says karma comes to them eventually. And it does say they feel pain. They do feel pain, physical pain at that. Murdering in the mindset right now is the one that lives below you. Yeah? I don't know about the one that lives around you, but the one that lives below you has knee problems. And she also has back problems. And she also has mental headaches sometimes too, severe ones. And it also says that her mental health tells her right now she can't cope with the children that she has. For some reason, she can't cope with them. All right? Because one is too greedy and eats down the place and she can't satisfy that person enough to buy things for her yard, to buy things for her family. And she uses her money all the time for things while she saves her own, or even laughs at her because the money that she has saved is for a rainy day or it's for other things. And she allows this child to get away with it all the time. Okay. And then there's the other one now that could be disabled or not, but that one also lives in his mind. So he can't necessarily feel pain at times in a way that other people feel pain and moan about it, like, oh, I'm having a bad day. Nah, he might have a bad day or she might have a bad day through their own mind. Sometimes they make noises, grunts, or look at things, or, trouble things, maybe touch things they're not opposed to. But it says this one will trouble her to the point she's got to start spending her money on that person to go out, have fun, maybe even look at their mental health and say, all right, today I need to do something with you that's going to take up all my money, so it doesn't look so bad on me when we're going out ideally to people's houses or to people's places of unions, ideally communities, schools. It could even be to see the doctor or the nurse. Like, this person has to do all kind of different things to make sure this person's well-being is taken care of. But it says, warning, if you can be a good parent like that and make sure that person is good, why you can't take care of your neighbor and make sure your neighbor is good? After all, your neighbor would do the same for you. If you love thy neighbor, you love thy neighbor, right? So why are you teaching yourself to be nasty and vindictive and dirty to your neighbor? Why do you have to be evil spirited to your neighbor? Why do you have karma with your neighbor? If you can be nice to your children, you should be able to be nice to your neighbor, especially if they ain't done you nothing. You should be able to follow that same energy and be nice to your neighbor, like a friend. But you don't have that energy to give them. Why? Because you're entitled and you're vindictive and you want things that this person has that you don't know what they have even. Some of them, they don't even know what you got saving, what you got doing. And even if they do, it's like, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous of what you have or could have more than me because I can't give myself that because I'm looking after someone disabled. Okay, or I don't have the capacity in my mind to do that because I'm bored, I'm lonely, or I'm depressed. You know, for some of them, it's the mental health, but it still doesn't say that it's karma because they can try and warn themselves to find ways around it. After all, they can eat, they can shit, they can drive, they can do other things. Do you see what I'm saying? So it says karma comes to this person because this person knows they can do better for you and for them in their mindset and teach themselves good news. Okay? So it says, warning, don't try to worry yourself about them too much. Give yourself good news. Love and light is with you. Also, have mercy on their minds. They could do something else in the next week, but karma's with them. Have a good day now. I will speak to you next time. Ciao for now. Bye.